Hold, brothers. The beast can smell your fear. Dragon, show yourself.
I'd like to be a warg. I'd like to like put myself into a wolf. And I always look a lot taller and bigger in these things. I remember turning up to Game of Thrones the first time, and I looked around me, and all of the other actors were short. Right. And I thought, why have they hired so many? Oh, they want me to look tall.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Did you get that written in your contract? Did you say, I have abs, man, I want to show them, I'm sick of wearing the big coats?
That is actually the only CGI we used in the entire... That's one of the most expensive shots on...
My birthday's the day after Christmas, so it's always the same. My whole family just descends on my birthday and I get no attention. I think I got a Harry Potter Cluedo set last year. A, I'm not 10 years old, and B, that is such a token effort, Mum and Dad.
Oh, she's played this before.
Okay.
It's a song. 2 words. First word, 1. Finger. 1. 1, 2, 1, ones. 1, own, 1. Single. Single ladies.
You need this. Let me get your legs. No, this will be over in a second.
Relax your hand.
Relax. Let me relax. Come on, just get in here and get rid of that. Dude, get off. To tell you something. It's your house.
Needles. You can't. I'm not kidding. It's like when someone comes near me with a syringe, I just pass out.
Hey, take that. Don't come out here. I'm joking. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
No, I can't stand it. I sort of go in very calm and collected to the doctor, and I say, by the way, just so you know, I will pass out when you come near me with that syringe. And he does, and I go. In that I was driving back from my parents' house, and I was driving too fast, actually. I was being a bit naughty. I was going over the speed limit. Yeah. And I feel the sirens go off behind me. And this policeman comes up, pulls me over, and he said, you do realise how fast you were going, and that's a bookable offence. And I said, yes, I'm very, very sorry, sir. And he said, look, there's 2 ways we could do this. You can either follow me back to the police station now, and I book you in, or you can tell me whether you live in the next series of gameplay.
What about London? Is that where you live?
Yeah, North London.
I used to live in North London. I used to live in Islington in North London.
That's exactly where I live.
No way! Yeah. Do you go to the Slug and Lettuce?
Yes, many, many times I've been to the... Where is it? A girl came up to me in a bar the other day and said, you look exactly like Jon Snow. And I was like, well, actually, I am. And she said, no, he's much taller than you. He's much taller than you.
Direwolf. 3-eyed raven. Incest.
Time.
Oh, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
What was it then?
You Got Mail.
I love that movie.
I mean, it's very hard to lock off London. You can't close many roads. And I was doing a scene one day, and they called cut. I was like, well, why? It was going really well. And I looked behind me, and there's a bus goes past with my face on it. I don't. Well, I have to scratch my balls every time I see an ambulance. It gets
so weird.
Oh.
Because I was lying down for so many hours for 2 whole episodes. I remember I fell asleep in the middle of a scene and woke up. And you know when you wake up and you don't know quite where you are? There's nothing scarier than waking up in the middle of Game of Thrones world, naked, and everyone standing over you and thinking, oh my God, I've died and I've actually ended up in Westeros.
You shoot in Iceland.
Yeah,
Iceland.
we do shoot in Iceland. Got these mad sort of things they believe in. They all genuinely believe in goblins and fairies. And I found this out because I was talking to this girl who was on the show, and she was saying, you know, once a year we go out into the garden and we get naked and we get very drunk and then we roll around in the snow until... At this point, I'm laughing, and she's like, no, serious. We roll around in the snow until we see the goblin. I'm like, the goblin? Yeah, the goblin. If you talk to the goblin, you get 7 years bad luck.
My goodness.
If you don't talk to the goblin, you get 1 year's riches.
What?
Like, what if you fail every year? You know, it's just so much bad luck. I once asked Stevie Wonder if he'd seen the show. Luckily, he didn't see my face turn bright scarlet straight afterwards.
What did Stevie say?
He said, no, man.
Why, hello, Carl Drogo. Would you like to see my dragons?
I went to Portugal. I got that wrong. Well, I booked a holiday for me and my friend. I said, you know, it's a family hotel, like a family-friendly hotel. There's kids being in the pool and my mate with a GoPro on his head. I had to drag him out of the pool. I was like, this is not the place to use the GoPro. This is really not the place.
Now, we grab the tea leaves. And if you've ever decided to forage for your own tea, just remember, if it grows on a tree, it must be tea.
So you've spent a lot of time in Belfast?
A lot of time in Belfast.
And what would you, to the what would you say to the traveler going to Belfast or the tourist going to Belfast?
It's wonderful for 2 or 3 days.
Gotcha. And you've been there for years?
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see that little shot you just showed there with me jumping? That's not my arse.
Oh.
Really?
No, I had a broken ankle.
Oh, really?
I was desperate to get my arse out on screen. But...
So you had a broken ankle as you were being sexy in the sexy cave scene?
Yeah, I had a broken ankle. I had to crutch onto set naked.
How'd you break the ankle?
I was trying to climb through my bedroom window drunk.
Are you dead?
Yes.
Do you feel that?
Actually gives me a shock.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bearable was the shock?
5.
OK, I can turn this up a bit. I forgot the answer.
Yes.
Do you remember the audition for Jon Snow? I had a black eye. I'd been in a fight the night before. I'd got in this fight with this guy in McDonald's. I went into the McDonald's and with this girl I was sort of dating at the time, and it was late at night and there was no seats. Like, asked this guy and this girl he was with if we could sit on the same table as them, and they said yes. We sat down and quite quickly he started being really rude to the girl I was with, calling her names, and we were like, we'll just finish our food, we don't want any trouble, and then go. And then he called her something like an ugly pig or something worse, and I got up and said, no, you can't call her that, get up. So I called him up for a fight, which I'd never done before. And of course he'd been sat down the whole time, so he got up and he just kept going. And I just realised that I had to, at that point, throw the first punch, otherwise I looked like a complete wimp. And I got battered. So then I went to the Jon Snow audition with a black eye.
Yeah, it happens quite a lot. I think whenever you're with one other person of Thrones or 2 other people, if there's any doubt in anyone's head that it's you, it's smashed by the fact that I'm with Samwell Tarly. And then you've got no hope.
Yeah.
Who's the most surprising person who has come up to you and said that they're a big fan of the show, Game of Thrones, or of you?
Most surprising person? Camilla Parker Bowles.
Oh, it's good.
I got invited to Wimbledon once, and in the Royal Box, and me and my brother, I took my brother, and there was a lunch beforehand, and we got sat at the royal table, and it was just when I was dead in the series, and Camilla turned to me and went, "So are you dead?" I went, "Fuck." Yeah.
I've been accepted into the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Harry Potter is not in Game of Thrones.
But what if he was?